I'm Dylan Oliver. Welcome to NFL Playoffs Predictions. After a great week of football last week during the wildcard round of the playoffs, the second round is set. The first game of the week will be the number one ranked defense in the league versus the highest scoring offense in the league. It's the LA Rams versus the Green Bay Packers. The Rams are coming off a hard-fought win over a divisional rival last week, where they suffered some injuries, none too significant that should impact this game, but still, an injury is an injury. The Packers, on the other hand, had a complete opposite week of the Rams. The Packers were at home on a bye week, resting up and getting ready for this game. There are marquee matchups all throughout this game. One of the most exciting matchups of the week should be Rams lockdown corner Jalen Ramsey versus arguably the best receiver in all of football, Davante Adams of the Green Bay Packers. Another key matchup will be the best defensive player in all of football, Aaron Donald, versus the Packers All-Pro First-Team center, Corey Linsley. Lastly, the Rams' run game versus the Packers' run defense will play a huge role in this game. This Rams offense goes as the run game goes. If the Packers' run defense can contain the run game of the Rams and put the game on Jared Goff's shoulders, then the Packers should be able to walk out of this game with a win. This game should really be a great, close game, but in the end, I think the Green Bay Packers will win this game. The other game on Saturday is Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Both of these teams played last week in a close one-possession game, but both were able to hold on in the end to come away with the win. Both of these teams are coming into this game with win streaks of 6 games and 7 games. It'll be interesting to watch if the recent great play of the Ravens defense can continue and match up with one of the best offenses in the league with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and the Bills. And same thing goes for the Bills defense versus Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Last week, both quarterbacks in this game got their first career postseason win. Now, it's time to see which QB can build off of that and get their second win to move on to the AFC Championship game. I predict that Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills will be the ones to come out on top. The next game of the week is on Sunday, and it's in Kansas City, as the Cleveland Browns will play against the Super Bowl champions of last year, the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the 1 seed in the AFC and had a bye week during the wildcard round. The Browns had a dominating win over the Pittsburgh Steelers last week, putting up 48 points, doing a lot of damage on the ground. With the Chiefs, you know what you're going to get, and that is big explosive plays through the air with weapons like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. I believe that this game is going to be high scoring, but in the end, the Chiefs will put up a few more points than the Browns to win the game. The defending champs have been in very close games as of late, but always have found a way to get it done and pull through in the end. And I believe that's the exact same thing that'll happen this week. The Chiefs could potentially start slow like they have a few games this season, but the offense will heat up eventually and show you why they're the Super Bowl champions and go on to host the AFC Championship game next week versus the Buffalo Bills. The final game of this week is back in the NFC, where Tom Brady and the Buccaneers will play Drew Brees and the Saints for the 3rd time this year. The first 2 matchups between these teams were both won by the Saints. The Saints dominated both games really, winning the first game 34-23 and winning the second game 38-3. This matchup really is going to be great, as 2 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time will be facing off once again. There's always tension between Saints cornerback Marshawn Lattimore and Bucs wide receiver Mike Evans, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on between the 2 of them during this game. The Bucs offense has been on a roll recently, putting up over 30 points in all of their last 4 games, whereas the Saints defense hasn't allowed a team to get double digits on the scoreboard in the past 2 games. This is really going to come down to which team has a player that steps up in a big moment and makes a play when it needs to be made. I think the Saints defense will make more plays when needed than the Bucs offense, and that the Saints will win this game, showing that they have Brady and the Bucs number. This week is going to be a great week of football with close games all weekend long, and I am here for it. I'm Dylan Oliver, and I will see you next time.